Hey guys, here is part 4. Now, as you know, I'm wearing the Blue Lantern ring, which means my thoughts on The Flash Season 2. Now, with this one, Barry has been in a bit of a partial depression and preferring to do things on his own because with that vortex that opened up, we find out that Ronnie Raymond, aka the main half of one of the halves of Firestorm, sacrificed himself in order to stop it. And Barry, he's just choosing to work alone because of this. But then after the Atom Smasher arrives from Earth 2, which is what happened, the thing in the sky opened up 52 portals to another universe. And the Atom Smasher, I should mention, played by World Wrestling Hall of Famer Adam Copeland, aka Edge. Anyway, Barry is convinced by Cisco, Caitlin, and Dr. Stein to continue to work with them and deal with these new metahumans, and they're of course joined by the Earth 2 version of Harrison Wells, who is actually a good guy. He's not the Reverse Flash. He's the legit Harrison Wells from Earth 2. And we also meet a guy named Jay Garrick, who apparently was the Flash on Earth 2. And like I said with Legends of Tomorrow, there was a lot of twists, turns, and surprises. I mean, some of which I did not see them coming at all. But other things, I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. And others are like, I'm glad they went that way. But anyway, and we got to see some really cool villains. In fact, we saw King Shark, which when I saw him, I immediately thought, Street Shark. This is how they should do a live-action Street Sharks movie. Also, another well-known Flash rogue, Tar Pit. And only they changed Tar Pit's origin on this one, because in the comics, he was a guy who could who could astral project himself into inanimate objects and possess them. And he got stuck in a vat of molten asphalt, and that's how he became Tar Pit. But this one was different. But anyway, we also see some metahumans from Earth 2, like Sand Demon, Geomancer, and we even meet Caitlin's Earth 2 counterpart, Killer Frost. And we meet the Ronnie Raymond of that universe, where he's unfortunately Deathstorm. And it was an amazing season. There was definitely also some sadness in this one, but in fact, one of the last few episodes actually made me burst into tears because it pertained to Barry having to come to grips with his mother's death, and it made me think about my friend April, who died. Every time it's aired, I've started crying. I can't help it. But and I have actually met one cast member from the show. I met Candace Patton, at a convention recently, and she actually thought I told her something really cool that I had found out this past May, and she thought it was really cool, and I got a picture with her. I'll talk about that later. But anyway, I'm definitely excited about Season 3 right now, which just premiered. I mean, we're getting Dr. Alchemy, we're getting another evil speedster called Savitar, but we're also getting, Mirror Master and The Top, who are two of Flash's other well-known rogues. And it was really awesome. In fact, Legends of Tomorrow... Oh, I forgot, in one episode we actually see the Weather Wizard team up with the Trickster. Well, specifically the original played by Luke Skywalker. But anyway, it was... And actually, that was a lead-off to Legends of Tomorrow because Captain Cold was in jail, and then he just decided, I'm screwed. I'm not going to help those two guys, and he took off. But anyway, I'm definitely excited about this upcoming season, and I can't wait to see Barry and Iris get together and become the couple that they have been destined to become in all incarnations. And no matter what people say, Barry and Caitlin will never get together. The producers have stated that that's the end game. That Barry and Iris are the end game, basically. That it's always going to be them, and that's how it's going to be. Especially with what I found out recently about the upcoming episodes. In fact, this upcoming season also we get another Flash rogue called Magenta, and she's going to be debuting in a couple weeks. Actually, in next week, I think. Gotta double check, but I definitely know it'll be sometime this month. This is going on pretty long, so this ends part 4. Next up, Arrow.